Are you? Have you kept up with the Jeff Nadeau storyline going on right now?
Can somebody? He's on a no-fly list, maybe.
This is one of my favorite Barstool storylines ever. This is
need a
the type of
masterclass
shit.
on this.
This is the type of shit that, like, same thing as like when people are like, the producers are faking it. Like, people would expect this to be fake at Barstool, and this is as real as it gets. Jeff Nadeau, if you don't know, is one of these fringe Barstool characters, has had like part-time jobs and like internships, but never had a full-time gig, has been offered a full-time gig and like turned it down. Him and Rico are mortal enemies. They are the Batman and the Joker, and I don't know who's who.
Okay.
They are Peter Griffin and the chicken.
Yeah.
They're constantly fighting. Is this a new video?
Yeah.
This is yesterday when he said.
Okay. So they've been fighting because they're both in the gambling space. They're both fighting for the attention of Dan and Dave. Rico is like the OG and been through, 4 presidencies. Nadeau has been the guy trying to replace him. And so they always had this rivalry. And one of the things that Rico, because he's a psychopath and has his army, his riders, they dig and find, secrets about people and all that shit. One of the rumors that they started or found out, have on good authority, is that Jeff Nadeau is on a no-fly list. That he did something where he's not allowed to fly on American flights.
Yeah.
And then, which is like, okay, whatever, I don't know, that's silly. Then there's been a couple instances where it's like, Jeff, you're supposed to fly to Barstool, Chicago, and like his flight mysteriously gets canceled. And he said, I'm going on a vacation to like Greece and like never went. All these examples of like, you should be on a plane and never went. And the one time he did show up to something, people like had it on good authority that he drove like a really long distance rather than just flying. So enough like examples where it's like, maybe this guy can't get on planes.
Yeah.
And by the way, to be on a no-fly list, you have to be like a terrorist. Like, it's not like,
I was gonna say, is it hard to get on one of those?
I would imagine. I don't think it's something, it's like, I think, it's like getting banned from a stadium for like streaking. It's like, how do they enforce that? It's like the TSA can enforce that. So if you're on like a no-fly list, your name pops up and you're flagged because you're violent or did drugs or did terrorism or hijacked a plane.
Yeah.
You're not getting on the plane. So that was always the rumor. Then fast forward to yesterday, Nadeau puts up this video saying, wheels up in a bit, let's go win some money. Where was he saying he was going, Steve?
Oh.
Or just play the clip.
Yeah.
Is there volume on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you dickheads. You got any more fucking questions? He can't fly. He can't fly. I'm in the fucking airport, dickheads. Look, let me show you. You want to see something? Let's show you security so you guys can fucking see that I'm not on any bullshit. See, look. I made it through. See that? The fucking TSA guy said he loved my shirt. Fucking dickheads. All you fucking clowns. Wait till you get that fucking subpoena in the mail, you fucking dickheads.
So.
All you people that push this fucking rumor. I'm coming for you.
Okay, so now he's threatening legal action to anybody.
He's a little too defensive about it.
Well, so.
What if he's like, I'm going to blow you guys up and then he just gets out?
So this video goes up. Everyone's like, oh, shit. Nobody's heard from him since. Radio silence since this moment. No pictures of him on the plane. No pictures of him getting off the plane. No tweets since he said he was getting on the plane. So now it's fueling what we call at Barstool a Hell's Bells moment, which is a callback to when Dave was beefing with Chrissy Teigen. When Chrissy Teigen was really active on Twitter, they were fighting over something. Dave was tweeting about either her or a topic that she was engaged in, and she wrote being like, yeah, tough guy, like, whatever she said. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even that good of a burn, but you know how if a celebrity who doesn't really play in the mud like says anything, everyone's going to be like, oh, shit, Dave got dunked on by Chrissy Teigen.
Yeah.
Now, so she sends that tweet, and Dave doesn't reply for like hours and hours and hours. And it was because, I think this all started because it was an award show was happening. So he was tweeting about her or John Legend at the award show. That's why she dunked on him. Dave was filming his TV, something that happened at the award show, and he was trying to take the song Hell's Bells and put the music into the tweet.
Okay.
And because all of us, and particularly Dave at that point, were not tech savvy, he did not know how to do that. So he said he was on his phone trying to make a Hell's Bells video for like hours and hours. And that's why he didn't see her tweet and didn't reply. And everybody on Twitter was like, where's Dave? Dave's in hiding. Dave's dead. Chrissy Teigen killed Dave. The next day on the rundown, me and Dan wore suits and we had a funeral for Dave where Chrissy Teigen killed you. But he said, I was making a Hell's Bells video. So now anytime you don't reply to getting dunked on, we say Hell's Bells.
Okay.
And so Nadu is in the middle of a Hell's Bells moment, and now everyone's anticipating his tweet, which is another Barstool thing. When everyone zeroes in on like a story and a person, and we're waiting for the first tweet to happen after the big event, like when Neil was the guy who ran Barstool Chicago before Dan, and we started Barstool Chicago, the Twitter handle, and we were growing all of the followers, and then it was like, okay, now we open Chicago. Here is your Twitter account, and he changed the picture, the logo, to his picture, and his avatar, he looked like Mike White, like Ned Schneebly. Like, and we didn't know what he looked like, and not that any of us are like supermodels, but he just looked a little bit like nerdier and kind of bald, and we were like, that's what Neil looks like, and it just created this frenzy of like, what is Neil's first tweet going to be? And I mean, we had all sort. It was called Neil for Neil was the hashtag, because everyone was like on their knees waiting for Neil, and it was like people were tweeting like rock me mama like a wagon Neil, like anything that you could put the word Neil into, and it just built like this whole frenzy. And he just totally, like, I think his first tweet was like hello Chicago, and everyone was just like womp womp womp. But Nadu has a moment here where like his first tweet back from either his flight or TSA prison or wherever the fuck he's going could light the world on fire. I don't know what it's going to be or what happened, but there's enough there that I'm like, is this motherfucker on the TSA no-fly list? Like, can he really not fly?
Or people are saying like he just has, maybe he has a fear of flying.
Right, and then like, so Rico's trying to push that okay, either he's on the no-fly list or he's fraudulent and he's a liar. He's a pathological liar because he says he does all these things, but he's too afraid to fly. Yeah. Dave is like, no, there's a very big difference between being afraid to fly and being a terrorist.
Yeah.
Some people are saying that he like went to the airport just to be like, look, I'm at the airport, and like didn't even have a flight. Yeah. If you get past security, I'm pretty sure you get past TSA.
Pass,
So I don't know what it is. All I know is that these are the stories that are too ridiculous to be fake.
Can you even buy a flight if you're on the no-fly list?
I don't think so. I don't know how the no-fly the no-fly list feels like one of those things that's like kind of made up.
List.
Like, yeah.
It's like Santa's like naughty or nice.
Yeah, I'm sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are some like actual terrorists who can't get on planes, but I don't think like like the Tiffany Gomez, the girl went viral for like, I'm pretty sure she could like get on a plane again. You know what I mean? So I don't even know where like this no-fly list came from or how a regular person would get on it without being like, I've hijacked a plane before. Well, but
maybe like. Also,
it's a weird one more thing. If somebody said this about me, like the next day I would just go book a flight just to, I'm going to fly from like Philly to New York and back. Like a quick trip. Just be like, I'm on a plane. And like I win, you lose. Right. I'm Nadu, you're Rico. I win, you lose. Like, so the fact that he hasn't done that. And I think there's a lot of tweets of him being like, he will never leave Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That's where he lives. He's like, I'll never leave Lancaster. It's like, maybe because you can't? I don't know.